Hi guys, it's Mrs. Williams, and today we're going to talk about multiplying polynomials. So before we get started, make sure you have your notes ready, that you're fit, and that you have checked your tech. Okay, everybody ready? So here we go, multiplying polynomials. This is very much like multiplying binomials, because remember, binomials are just special cases of polynomials. Now, we looked at three methods for multiplying binomials. There are only two of those three that work for polynomials. So the first one is using the distributive property. So for the distributive property, we take this first term 2x and we multiply it by everything in the second part, which would be x squared plus 6x minus 2. So now we're going to say, all right, 2x times x squared is 2x to the third. 2x times 6x is 12. Don't forget to add the exponents on the x's, 2x squared. And 2x times negative 2, that's a negative 4x, and it's just to the first. Now we go back to the original binomial here, and we're going to multiply 1 times that whole second part, x squared plus 6x minus 2. Now we like when we're multiplying by 1 because it's easy to multiply by 1. Because 1 times anything is that anything. So when we multiply by 1, we're going to get x squared. 1 times 6x is 6x, and 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. Now we're ready to combine like terms. So I've only got the 2x cubed. It's the only part that has an x cubed. Now for the x squareds, I've got 12x squareds up here and 1x squared down here. So that gives me 13x squareds. Then I've got negative 4x's here and a positive 6x here. If I add that up, I get plus 2x. And then I have my lonely negative 2 hanging out here. Now we have multiplied the two polynomials. That's it. That's all there is to it. Let's try one more, but this time we'll use your box method. Okay, so remember, this time we're going to look at x squared plus 3x minus 2 times x squared minus 6x plus 1. So we're going to create a chart that has a space for each term. So since the first polynomial has 1, 2, 3 parts, we need 1, 2, 3 rows. And then because the second one has 1, 2, 3 parts, we need 1, 2, and 3 columns. Now we write the first one, we're going to go down the left-hand side, x squared plus 3x minus 2. Don't forget to put that negative there. And then across the top, we have x squared. Don't forget the minus 6x and the 1. Okay, it's okay if you want to put the pluses in there and write a positive one, but you definitely have to remember to put the negatives in there. All right, so let's do some multiplication. X squared times x squared is x to the fourth. X squared times negative 6x, that's negative 6. Now add the exponents, 2 and 1, that's x to the third. Then we have x squared times negative 1, positive 1, sorry, that's just x squared. Next row, we've got 3x times x squared. So we have 3x, we add the exponents, 1 plus 2 is 3. Now we're going to do 3x times negative 6x. 3 times negative 6 is negative 18. And for the x's, we got an exponent of 1 and an exponent of 1. That adds to 2. And now 3x times 1. 3 times 1 is 3. And we keep the x. All right, last row here. Negative 2 times x squared is just negative 2x squared. Negative 2 times negative 6x, negative times a negative is a positive. 2 times 6 is 12, and we keep the x. And finally, negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. Now, what's nice about the box method is, again, most times, not always, but most times, your like terms that you're going to be able to combine are on that diagonal. So there's all my cubes and my x squared. So that's going to help us organize our thoughts here. And not only that, look at this. We've got x's too, so we have a lot of like terms to combine. But notice we have a lonely x to the fourth. Now, how many x cubes? We have 3x cubes and a negative 6. So 3 and negative 6 is negative 3x to the third. And if we look at our x squareds, negative 2, negative 18, and 1. Negative 2 and negative 18 is negative 20. Plus 1, that's going to be negative 19x squared. And then we look at the x's. We have 12 and 3. Add those up. That's 15x. And then we have our constant hanging out all by himself, minus 2. And that's it, guys. That's how you multiply polynomials. Okay? So remember, very much like multiplying the binomials, you can choose to use the distribution method. You can choose to use the box method. Okay? So don't forget, write your summary, formulate your question for class tomorrow, and complete your post-video Google form. I'll see you in class. Bye.